Yeah, am I audible to all of you? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
okay, fine.
Yes.
Audible.
Yeah, okay. So I got like few guys are still facing some issues to understanding the terminologies of the Java. So today also I'm just repeating so what we discussed so far. Okay, so we are discussed very slowly only, not fast. So first you try to understand the basics. If you understand the basics, if you can understand the Java very easy. So if you're not understanding the basics, it is very critical to the upcoming classes. So please try to understand. So I'm telling you slowly, please open your mouth and ask the questions, whatever doubt. So don't hesitate to ask me any doubts. So please feel to ask immediately now itself. Okay. Okay. So until what we discussed so far. So in the level one, we started already. So the Java software installations and the setup environment and what is the setup, how you can write a Java basic program, how many ways we can write a Java program, and what is the primitive data types and proper data types, and what is the syntax to create a methods and variable. So these are the 6 topics we discussed so far. So I'm just brush up your brain one more time. First one is, okay. So first of all, why Java is so much of popular in nowadays? The thing is, the best one is we have several features in Java. So like what are the features we are having in Java? So why Java so much popular? So any idea? So much popular. Why Java is so much of popular? So the first thing is Java is an open source. So Java is an open source. So what is meaning of the Java open source means? It's a free of cost. It's a free of cost. So develop in your application one operating system. So that is called a platform independent. Okay, so it's a free of cost. So you no need to pay even a single rupee if you want to get the Java software. Okay, the another thing is, the important thing is platform independent. Platform independent. So what is meaning of this platform independent? So this platform independent means, so we have multiple operating systems, like we have Windows and we have Linux and we have Mac OS and we have something like that iOS or something like that. So we have Solaris operating system. So what is meaning of this platform independent? So this platform indicates telling, suppose you can develop the Java application in Windows, and you can deploy your application in any other operating system. So develop in one platform and deploy in another platform. So that is talking about the platform independent. So that feature Java can have. So the first one is, it is an open source. It's a free of cost. The second one is, you can develop in the application in any of the platform, and you can deploy the application in any OS platform. So suppose develop in Windows, deploy in Solaris. Develop in Linux, deploy in Windows, or develop in Windows, deploy in Mac. So anyway, so multiple OS you can, so develop in one platform, deploy in another platform. So that is about platform independent. So here, okay, so that is about platform independent. Next, the another thing is, it's a simple. So why it is simple? Because the syntax, everything is almost similar to, so the syntax is almost similar to C and C++. I think some noise is coming. Please mute all of you. Please mute, please mute. Some sound is coming. Okay, so you can develop. So it is an simple, like it is almost the similar to the concepts of like C and C++. And the another important feature is, so there is a few concepts, few concepts, very difficult to understand, very difficult to understand, difficult to understand in C++. So those concepts like we have the pointers and we have the multiple inheritance, and go to statements and go to statement and etc. Okay, so like that we have multiple different concepts, so which is understanding is very difficult in C++. So those concepts also Java can remove, so they are giving alternative to achieve these are the concepts. Okay, so first thing is Java is an open source, it's a free of cost, no need to pay any license things and all. So platform independent is nothing but develop the operating system in one operating system, deploy in your application in another operating system. And the next one is syntax. So simple. So simple means the syntax is it's almost similar to C and C++. Then you may got a question. Sir, those who are all knows only C and C++, those guys only able to learn Java? No, because still I'm also don't know C and C++. Okay, so don't think like that. Is everything is a syntax? So you just keep on practice on regular basis, so you can easy to understand what the syntaxes and everything. Okay, but you should follow some standards to develop the Java application. So you need to follow these things. Okay, so and another thing is, so these are the main reasons Java is too much of popular. Okay, too much of popular in market. And the next thing is, sir, if I want to develop the application, if I want to develop the application, if I want to develop the Java application, so what is required? So what is required? So the first one is, if you want to develop the Java application, so what is the main things is requirements? So you need operating system, and the second one is you need editor. So editor means it may be on Notepad, come on, Notepad++, and edit plus and etc. So you can use any one of this editor to develop in your Java application. Or if you want to use the IDE, so IDE stands for integrated development environment. So in this case you can use Eclipse, MyEclipse, and NetBeans IDE, BANS. So NetBeans IDE and IntelliJ. And nowadays you can hear, I don't know, Spring Tool Suite is called as Spring Tool Suite. Okay, so these are the famous IDEs which is available. So these and all, everything is an open source except MyEclipse and IntelliJ IDJ. So Eclipse, MyEclipse and IntelliJ IDJ. So remaining all is an open source. So you can download from the website and you can install it in your operating system. Okay, so if I want to develop the Java application, these are the things. So here the two things you can observe. Without IDE, if I want to develop the Java application, so without IDE is nothing but this one. Either you can use any of the editors, this thing. Okay, any of them. So if you want to develop the application without IDE, so you need Notepad and Notepad++ and Edit Plus. So before you want to develop this one, you need a Java software. You need a Java software. So where you can download, so I will tell you that one also. So you need a Java software. And next one, so for develop the Java application, we need any one of the editor. So now Java software is also ready. So to compile and execute, to compile and execute, So where you can execute and where you can compile in your application means, so we need command prompt. So we need command prompt. So how you can get it the command prompt? Just go here and type it cmd. You can get the command prompt, or you can go with the run and you can get the command prompt. Okay, so now this one also ready. So I have one editor, so I'm using Edit Plus. So this is the Edit Plus. Edit Plus is ready. So Java software is also ready. Compiling is ready. Compile and execution is also ready. So if you can go for without IDE, suppose if you can go for with IDE, so what are the things is required? So any IDE, either you can go for Eclipse and My Eclipse or NetBeans and whatever you can use. So you can use any one of this. So any IDE. And the next one, so if you want to develop the Java application here, only two things, JDK, I mean Java software. Okay, so if you want to develop the Java application without IDE, these three things is required. If you want to develop the application with IDE, these two things is required. So then what is the difference between without IDE and with IDE means? So it's like editor. You can open the editor, you can develop the application, you can save the application, and you can compile the application. So steps, what are the steps you need to follow here? So the first step is open the editor. So these are the steps you need to follow if you are using the without editor. So open the editor, and the second one is write the Java application, write the Java code, and next one, third one is, so once you can develop, you need to save the application. Save. So how you can save in your application? So your class name .java, and the fourth one is, and open the command prompt. And the next one is, so once you can open the command prompt, make a link to your application path in command prompt, OMPT. So command prompt. So once you can link the application, so next one is you can compile the application. So how you can compile? So the command called javac class name.java, and the next seventh one is you need to run the application. So how you can run Java class name, So these are the 7 steps you need to follow if you want to develop the application without IDE. Suppose if you want to go for with IDE, what are the steps you need to follow? Steps. So the first one is here, open the IDE, write the Java program, write the Java code, and third one is so here remember it, note compilation will be taken automatically. Okay, then Last one is you can run the application. That's all. So you, okay, so here the fourth one, and run the application. Run the application. So these are the four steps. If you want to, these are the four steps you need to follow if you want to develop the application with IDE. So what is the thing is, open IDE, write the Java code. So compilation will be done automatically. So you no need to require to type any this kind of commands while you are using the command prompt. While you are using the Java application development using IDE. So this steps is not required. But in this case, only just run. So how you can run? Just right click on the Java application, run as, that's all. So it will run automatically. So which one is more advantage means IDE is always preferable. So the notice here, IDE is always preferable. But while you are learning, if you are using IDE, you cannot able to find what is the errors you are getting. So while you are learning time, this is the best one. So you can following the same steps again and again. So every program to program is not required to follow the same steps, only one time. So first time only you are able to following these things and all. From second time onwards, so already you open your editor, write your Java code, save, compile and run in your Java application. Okay, so this is the main difference between if you want to develop the Java application with IDE and without IDE. So industry follows is always IDE. So because it is the fastest development, so IDE stands for integrated development environment. So you want to develop the Java application very fast way, IDE is always preferable. But there is a few applications, legacy applications. So legacy application means it is an old applications. So there is a few applications, so which is you can develop like it's a normal code compilation, everything will be happening. Okay, so that is depends on your project how they are implementing the program. Okay, so in industry should be follow is always IDE only. Okay, so what we discussed so far. So why Java is popular? It is an open source, and next one is an platform independent. It is an simple, and next, if we want to develop the Java application, what are things is required? So there is a two ways you can develop the Java application. So the first thing is without IDE, and the second one is with IDE. So without IDE, what are the steps you need to follow? So these are the steps you need to follow. So with IDE, what are the steps you need to follow? So these are the steps you need to follow. So if you want to develop Java application without IDE or without IDE, first you need a Java software. Sir, how I can download the Java software? How to download the Java software? So where you can download the Java software? So I already shared a link to you. So let me open it. This one, yeah. So this is Oracle download link. So who is don't having, please copy it. I'll share in group chat. So this one to download the Oracle, and this is for to download the Edit Plus. Okay, so I can open this one. Okay, so this is the official website. So who is the vendor of the Java? Oracle. So previously it was in Sun Microsystem, so now it was in Oracle. Okay, so here you can choose in which operating system you are having. Either you want Linux operating system or Mac operating system, Solaris operating system, Windows x86 and Windows x64. So to find out that one, so what is these numbers here? The operation, so I mean operating system type. So to check on this, so just right click in your application properties. Okay, so here you can check it. Your system type is x64 base 64 processor bit. Okay, so make sure, so before you are installing the Java application, you need to check the system type. So here I'm writing that point. So note, before installing Java, please check the system type. So how you can check the system type? Right click on the this.pc, right click on the this PC, then you can see system type. Okay, so if it is the 64-bit processor, so here you can come down. So it is on Windows. You can see what type of operating system you are having. So you can find it here itself. So this is Windows. So come down here. So x64. So which is related to this one. So download it, this one. So once you are clicking the TXT file, so it will asking this one. So click it, select, review, and proceed for download. Then it will automatically redirected to login page. So if you don't have the account, so please create, because I already have the account. That's why I'm using the same thing. So if you don't have, come down here, create account. What is the problem? Okay, anyway, I already have the account because I already installed my software, so no issues. If you are in new, so plus first create the account. Okay, so here you can create. So you can give any company name. So it's not required to create if you're working in top MNCs, so don't give that name. So can you give any name, XYZ something ABC? So once you can create the account, then automatically your Oracle software will be downloaded. Okay, so your Oracle software will be downloaded. So this one only on high. So I'm already using a password. Wait. 9625043 correct only. So what password I give? Okay, yeah. So see, if you're having the account, it is downloading like this. It's downloading. Okay, so okay, so once it is complete, I'll tell you how to install it. And so I think so there are multiple types. Sorry. So Java types. So what is this Java types? So the entire Java they can categorize into three types. So the first one is Java 2 standard edition, and Java 2 enterprise edition, and Java 2 mobile edition or micro edition. So what about this? So this is nothing but Java 2 standard edition, and this is Java 2 enterprise edition, and this is Java 2 coming pro. Okay, Java 2 mobile or micro edition. So I hope it's finishing after 10 minutes. So please rejoin again. So once it is disconnected. Okay, so these are the three types we have the Java. So by using standard edition, what type of application you can able to develop? So here you can develop the standard alone application. Standard alone application. So standard alone application means what? It is the single user based application. So single user based applications. Okay, so only single user can able to access that application. Next, so while you are using Java 2 enterprise edition, what type of applications you can develop? So here you can develop web-based application. So web-based application. So web-based application means it starts with www dot and something here coming, some domain name is coming, something like that. So you can access all those things. So here how many users? So multiple users. So multiple users. And what type of applications? So you can give all the banking applications and Gmail applications and education applications, so everything. Okay, so we have, so enterprise application is nothing but it's a server based applications. It is a server based or server based. Server based applications. Okay, and next another thing is, so mobile edition or micro edition. So using this one, what type of applications can you able to develop? So here you can develop mobile based applications. Here you can develop mobile based applications. Mobile based applications like using the Android, you can develop this one. So here in Java, so which part coming to this J2 SE edition? So your core Java part is comes into the standard edition. So why it is containing the standard edition? Because it containing the main method. Next, enterprise applications, you can say here, like we can say serverless and JSP. So you can develop the web-based applications. So here it is coming serverless and JSP and any framework. It may be Struts, and it may be on Spring, or it may be on Spring Boot, or it is comes into the microservices. and it is coming with RESTful services. So here it will be combining any of the technologies, any technologies. Okay, and the next one is mobile based application. So you can develop the Android. So it is based on the Android based applications you can develop. Yeah. So Java is 3 types. So J2SE, J2EE, J2ME. So generally we can say J2SE stands for the core Java, and J2EE you can say that advanced Java, and J2ME you can say that mobile. If you want to develop the mobile based application, so this is the thing. You can use the J2ME. And the next another thing is, another thing is, so where you are going to download in your Java application. So I already downloaded my Java software from Oracle website. So once it was there, so where it is, so let's go with the download folder. Go with the download folder. So this is your, so let me remove this one first. Cut it. So let me cut it and create a folder. And here, so don't give here. Batch one. Java software. So paste it. So don't keep your software in C drive. So if the operating system is crash, automatically your entire software is also crashed. So I'm downloading. Is done. Now installing. So just double click on the software. It will take some time. So it's coming immediately now. What happened? Yeah. So preparing to install. Okay, so welcome to install wizard for Java SE. Development kit Java 8 update 202. So just click out on this. So it is taking by default this location. So if you want to change the location, just click it and you can choose it here, whatever you want. Or if you want to create any new folder, so go click this one and create the new folder and select that path. I mean, select that destination folder and click OK. So as of now, I'm keep it in C:\, program file Java JDK. So just click OK. So here there is a 3 things. First one is development tools. So here you can see Java SE development kit 8 to update 202 64-bit operating system, including Java XX, Java FX, SDK, a private JRE and Java mission control toolsuit. So for to get on this, so how much MB is required from your MB? So 180 MB. And if you want to getting some, so it's and all related to development of the Java application. So suppose if you want to develop the source code, so how much MB it is, so the required API documentations and all everything you want to develop. So how much MB is required? 27 MB. Next, the another thing is public JRE. So if you want to install any standalone JRE, so JRE stands for here Java runtime environment. So what is the here the point is? So while installing, you learn about this one. So JRE. So JRE stands for Java runtime environment. Java runtime environment. So what is the purpose of this one? So the purpose of this JRE is to run the Java application. To run the Java application. So we need a JRE. And the next another thing is, so here you can observe C:\program files. There is a folder creating automatically Java. And there is another thing is JDK 1.8.0-202. So what about this JDK? So here JDK. So here the JDK telling Java development kit. So what is the purpose of this one? So this Java development kit, so which is used like to develop the Java application. To develop the Java application. So to develop Java application, we need JDK. If you want to compile and run the Java application, we need a JRE. So to run and compile, first one is compile and run the application, we need a JRE. But to develop, we need a JDK. So I hope it's going to finishing. So please rejoining again. Okay, so once you can do it, all those things, we need to install the Java software. So let me click next. Battery very low. Everything is